Howdy folks, welcome to the channel. I'm Don, this is Rockin' the Country, where I do non-pop country music reactions from the great state of New Jersey. Yes, those of you who have been here outside of Newark know how beautiful it is, but in any case, we have a reputation. But we love country music up here, and that shocks a lot of people. I do non-pop country though. Pop music, period, doesn't really appeal to me. Every so often a song would come along like 99 Love Balloons when I was growing up, and you just couldn't help but like the song. But when it comes to country, I do not like pop. And in that vein, we've got Alabama in Pictures, and it's a gift request from Kyle Perkins. Kyle, thank you for this. Kyle knows his stuff when it comes to country. You learn about people pretty quickly, especially when they're making gift requests, because when somebody's going to go through that's not a lot of trouble, but it's $25. You got a Venmo or PayPal. Sometimes you have to figure out how to set up a PayPal account, all that stuff. So when somebody goes through like the trouble and expense of making a gift request, you know they've selected it carefully. And so if the song is really weak, you're like, they went through a lot of trouble to give me a weak song. They don't know what they're talking about. That almost never happens because, firstly, the people on the channel know their stuff, just period. That's why, we're all in this together, but that's why people watch the reactions to the songs that you guys suggest. Because they're old school, traditional, they're bluegrass, they're Western, some of it's folk, some of it's Cajun, and it's independent artist stuff. Kyle knows his stuff, so I don't know this song as far as I know. I have one Alabama CD, and this one's not on it. So Kyle, thank you for the gift and for the request for introducing me to this song. Let's see what we've got. Were these songs that were in their movies? In movies that featured? Very orchestral.
I've got her photograph on a stand by my bed, 2 on the mantle and thousands in my head. I can't believe how fast she's growing. It ain't supposed to be like this. Every time I look at her, I see how much I've missed.
Oh.
I missed her first steps and her first words. And I love you, Daddy, something I seldom heard. Oh, it hurts me so.
Damn.
To watch my girl grow up in pictures.
I'm wondering if this is a true story, because touring artists, they're away a lot, you know? Oh, God. This may have to go in the premarital counseling playlist. Not that anybody did anything wrong yet in this song. I don't know the context of this thing, but if it's a true story just about life on the road, you can't fault them for that, you know? But it hurts.
Money down, do my best to do my part, but it can't compare to what I pay with my heart. There's still one answered question that weighs heavy on my mind. Will she ever understand the reasons why?
Sounds like divorce.
I missed her first steps and her first words. And I love you, Daddy, something I seldom heard. Oh, it hurts me so to watch my girl grow up in pictures. It takes all I have to keep the tears inside, and what I wouldn't give if I missed her first steps, her first words.
Do you hear the little lullaby, like the little mobile sound, like, that in the crib and the thing above the crib, or the little music box on the dresser, ting, 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 like lullaby-ish? This is purposeful, these little ting, ting, ting things.
And I love you, Daddy.
Damn.
It's something I seldom heard. Oh, it hurts me so to watch my baby grow up in pictures.
Wow. Yikes. That right there. Yeah, there was brilliance in the songwriting there and the sense of restraint. They did not give us details. We didn't know why. My assumption is, a split. Not because he was a touring artist or what have you. Don't know if this even applied to anybody in the band. It could have just been a song they decided to do. But the realism of it was, I missed her first steps. I missed hearing "I love yous." And those are regrets. We all have regrets, and legitimate regrets. They're not, even in some sense, not everything that we regret is even a matter of fault. We just wish life had been different. And we kind of regret that. And maybe we even resent life for it, because this is the hidden subtext to life that most people miss, but that life is so dynamic. There are so many details happening every single day that if you alter one of them, it alters everything else. Much of everything else. It's what's known as the butterfly effect, that if you make one teeny tiny change in a dynamic system, down the road, it becomes something much bigger, much different. And it's such that, like, the common example is if a butterfly, and this is where the butterfly effect comes from, if a butterfly flaps its wings in Africa, it sets certain things in motion that a month later becomes a hurricane out in the Atlantic somewhere, or in the United States, or whatever. But it's the catalyst for subsequent events, and they multiply. Maybe they become exponential, and you can't trace back the tiny little event that went wrong, or that not even went wrong, but that initiated the whole sequence. We commonly look at the most salient thing. Oh, the reason my child is the way he or she is because mommy and daddy got divorced, and there was anger and things said. Fair enough, that's going to have an impact, but that's not the only impact on kids. Actually, just as an aside, social psychologists have done fairly extensive studies on this and have shown that the biggest factor determining a child's outcome, if you will, or demeanor and disposition toward life is not the parents, it's their friends. And it's fascinating to see certain things sort of revolutionize the way you think and process life and look at it. But this is one of the things where you might just resent life for you not being able to understand all the things that caused you to miss the I love yous. You may attribute it to the divorce, and certainly that would be a big let's say there was a divorce. You're physically not in the home, and so you're going to miss all those I love yous. But missing the first steps, now that says the relationship went wrong pretty quickly. But it isn't a matter of fault. I actually happen to see, back when I was in college, I waited tables. You did what you could to make some money, but I also cleaned homes. And I actually happened to be in the home of a mother and her son. Her son took his very first steps, and I saw them. And I was cleaning homes while daddy was at work, and it was a big, beautiful home. He made a really good living. He had to be at work. but he missed those first steps. That's not his fault. And I wonder if there wasn't like an ongoing joke or lamentation, or if the mom threw it in the dad's face if they wound up staying together. I don't know. I wasn't friends with them. I just did work for them. But if they got divorced, I'm sure it came up that you weren't even here for his first steps. The house cleaner was here, But it's not his fault that he didn't see them. It's just you don't know when those first steps are going to be taken. But missing the I loves yous, and yeah, I mean, we may blame other people just for the dynamic of life playing out. And, that hurts us when we misattribute fault instead of just coping. Life's hard as a human, even in first world countries like America. It's still hard. So, Kyle, boy, you got me off and running on that one. But I love the orchestral, almost angelic feel to this thing. It really lent an air of seriousness to it. And it wasn't a whiny song. It was just, man, I missed this. So I'm not going to put that in the marital counseling playlist. That wouldn't be one that would, or premarital counseling playlist, whatever you want to call it. But I'm going to rate this song. And the number that, alrighty then, the number that popped into my head instantly was a 9.7. Simplicity. Some songs are so simple, they're just not that good. Other songs are simple, they're just pure brilliance. This one was brilliance, pure brilliance. So, all right, Kyle, thank you again, my friend. Have a great day, folks. I'll see you on another video and keep rocking the country.